So I've had a lifetime experience being around master manipulators. MM is 1313 Mockingbird Lane. So the master manipulators, they never change. I had a pastor one time. I went and talked to him about a situation. I was married to somebody and I talked to him. He said, she's a master manipulator. The best thing to do is just let it go. And it took me some repeats before I said, yeah, you're right. I don't know if it goes back to drugs or chemical imbalance or family or survival of the fittest. I don't know where it comes from, but I don't know where they learn to be master manipulators. But it starts somewhere. And they get a kick out of it. They think it's fun. They really can never be introspective and look at themselves. And you just have to start a new life. Find your local church, go there, build you a network of friends, and that really, take your time. Usually a master manipulator tries to work real fast. If they're trying to reel you in real fast, there's a reason. Recently, I got an email, somebody trying to get in the door. It seemed like, I don't remember when it was, but it's like, they got to do it now. But a friendship or any kind of relationship takes time. And usually a master manipulator is doing such a mind game, and they do it over a period of time, and they try different schemes or whatever. And they've been doing it their whole life. And you can't stop a pattern. If somebody's been a master manipulator, and I think a master manipulator is a liar. And if a master manipulator has been doing it their whole life, do you really think that they can stop? Do you really think they can stop? I don't think so. And so I would suggest, for your own mental health, for your own safety, for your own financial safety, mental health, everything, that you just walk away. You want to try to fix them, right? You want to try to help them, and think you can help somebody or do something to break them out of it. But that pattern started way before they met you. It was a pattern that started long into the past, and for them to change, only God could change them. If somebody's trying to manipulate you, think about that. They're trying to play God in your life. Let's think about a person who's trying to manipulate your will to do their will through manipulation instead of God's will. When you've already told this person, hey, I'm doing God's will. This is my path. This is what I'm doing. And I'm not moving to the left or to the right. This is the path. And they still try to take you off what you say is God's will. And they still try to change you and take you off the path. And you're like, wow, they don't stop. It's like Wall E. Coyote. And then they'll go away and they'll come back. Go away for 2 months, come back. And they keep trying. And you just keep standing and standing and standing. And a lot of times, if it's a spirit, that spirit can jump on them and can jump on other people. And you got people who your whole life try to manipulate you, and you just cut them off, you one at a time. Cut this one off, cut this one off, cut this one off, cut this one off. And eventually it's like, wow, the whole system set up with manipulation and witchcraft, The only thing you can do is really just go no contact, because everybody tells you to go no contact. And because you have a soft heart, empathy and all that, you're hoping they will change. And they're trying to do everything they can. It's like playing a game of chess. They're trying to find something inside your mind or your heart or whatever that you're going to bend, They're trying to bend you to accept the unacceptable. And as they're trying to bend you and change you, and you're sitting there thinking, you're wasting your time. But they just keep trying. They keep trying. And so that kind of person, whether you work with them, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friendship or whatever, you just have to cut it off. And you have to go somewhere else and find some normal people to talk to. Because these people will not change. They're just not going to change. I've seen it too many times. It's something unless they went to a counselor, there's something in their core that just will not change.